Let's bring in Democratic Congresswoman Jackson Lee of Texas, a member of the House Homeland Security Committee. Welcome, ma'am. It's nice to see you. And I just want to ask the question, are you aware in your position there of any specific threats?
First of all, good morning, Alex. And I think the first comment I'd like to make for the world to see is that we are prepared. The alleged shooting or the call of a shooting in the Washington Navy Yard and the exhibition of the collaboration of law enforcement is the perfect statement to make to lone offenders, or really make to Americans, that we are prepared. Alex, there is no specific credible intelligence for any imminent activity over this weekend. However, all of our major cities and others, law enforcement and others that collaborate on these issues of security, are prepared. And I think that's really what the message is today, is that we recognize that lone offenders exist. We recognize the chatter that has been going on for a very long time. In fact, FBI Director Comey some months ago said there is a ISIS threat in almost 50 states. We know they exist, and we know there are copycats. But the real point is to tell the American people that we are collectively and collaboratively prepared. We can communicate with each other, and they are to feel safe and secure in their attending of celebrating the nation's birthday. They don't have to go out defiantly like we are going out standing up against the threats. They can go out safely and securely with their families.
Ma'am, given the rise of ISIS over the last year and their ability to effectively communicate via social media, do you have more concerns about an organized potential attack by an ISIS or an Al-Qaeda, or someone who's merely inspired, and isn't that more difficult to track?
Well, you're absolutely right. And over the past 2 weeks, we've been in a number of security briefings. Yesterday, I was in a briefing at a certain level here in Houston, Texas, just to be able to get a sense of how we were working together. But there is no doubt that the new offender in this process of terrorism or domestic terrorism is the internet. And it is also the lone offender, or the lone wolf that many know it to be. And they can self-radicalize themselves, they can speak internationally, and they can get the spirit and inspiration that comes when you feel that you have a cause that is more superior than life and anything else. We have to be prepared, and we are. We are constantly seeking new ways of dealing with this technological threat, using new technology. We constantly seek to be in front of the offender, but I think the word should go out that Americans are safe to celebrate. They can rely upon law enforcement not being singularly acting without the reach of intelligence resources that reach as far as Washington, D.C. That's a new component to being able to secure local communities, is that the intelligence sharing is at the highest level. That I'm very comforted by, and I think that's going to be very helpful from Los Angeles to New York, from Houston to Chicago, and places beyond in terms of this coming weekend and beyond this weekend. All
right, well, safe to celebrate is the key there, and that extends to our elected officials. I hope you have a lovely 4th, Representative Jackson Lee. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex. Happy 4th to all of America. Celebrate the 4th of July. Happy birthday.
Indeed. Thank you. Developing now, a freight train derailment in Tennessee forced more than 5,000 people to evacuate an area just outside of Knoxville because highly flammable and toxic